Hey, it's Scott Tuzan of MetabolicMasterpiece.com. It's Monday morning and I am stoked to kick off this week. I got a heavy lifting session to do this morning. Really hoping that my strength improves on the deadlift today, or at least keep the same weight, bump up the reps. So I'm going to fuel my body right now with some oatmeal, blueberries, and a scoop of protein powder. This is, if you've been following my videos for the past week, completely different from what I typically have. I usually enjoy having 8 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, cooking in coconut oil with some mixed veggies in there. I've been doing that for about a year, maybe a little more. I just enjoy it. No rhyme or reason to it. Prior to that, I used to have this for breakfast every single day. Now you'll see some people, some of my colleagues, some of my friends, they find that if they have carbs for breakfast, and then they have a morning training session, their energy kind of tanks halfway through the workout. I've never noticed that. I really don't notice a difference in energy level between the two meals, but I want to give my best effort today. I really want to see if I can hit a personal best on the deadlift using the trap bar today. So I'm going to see if the oatmeal protein powder blueberry mix helps me out a little bit. So here we go. I actually made it a little bit too runny today, but hey, I like it like that. Now, one thing I want to discuss is that, I've been sharing the approximate calories that I've been consuming every single day on the videos I've been recording this week, and it's been roughly around 2,000 calories, which is just, it's a moderate, slight deficit for myself. But I really want to make the important point that it's an approximation. I've spent years counting calories. I'm really good at estimating the portion sizes for each meal. I know, like right now, 2/3 scoop of oatmeal. I'm used to pouring this into the bowl first. I did it for years and years. So now I can pretty much eyeball it and be pretty damn close. Half a cup of blueberries, I can eyeball it and be pretty damn close. Scoop of protein powder, the same level scoop each and every time. A lot of the foods that I eat, my favorite foods, I'm just used to, I consume them basically every single day. I love having Greek yogurt just about every single day. So I know when I put it in the bowl, I can eyeball it. I'm just so used to having the same thing all the time that I've got a pretty darn good estimate of how many calories are in the bowl of Greek yogurt, my scoop of protein powder, blueberries, eggs, egg whites. I know all that stuff, my salsa. It just, this is years and years of practice, and I highly encourage you to monitor your calories, to measure your calories at least for a couple of weeks. I really love, in the beginning I was really using my food scale a lot to measure the exact calories that I'm consuming, and I don't, when I have a photo shoot or a bodybuilding contest, I don't like to leave things up to guesswork. So I'll get a lot more detailed when for something like a photo shoot or a contest. But right now, I'm just in a moderate deficit. I got no time constraint. I don't have a lot of fat to lose, so I'm fine with going nice, slow and steady, monitor my progress. The other thing that you may have noticed while watching the videos the past week is that we are not food Nazis here. We're not food perfectionists. We don't buy into the whole 10 forbidden foods you should never eat, or 5 foods that you must absolutely avoid if you ever want to burn fat. As you can see, yesterday I had a Kit Kat bar, some chocolate mini eggs. The day before I had an oat fudge bar from Starbucks. We consume some processed foods here and there. We don't buy into all the fear-mongering. I'm not going to stress over all those fine details. The majority of the time, when we're talking 90–95% of the time, we are eating whole natural foods like oats and Greek yogurts and chicken and fish and our veggies. So we're eating a lot of really good foods. So when I want to have a chocolate bar, I'm going to have a chocolate bar. So when I have my allotted calories for the day, if it's 2,000 calories that I'm aiming for, and I want a Kit Kat bar and it's not a refeed day, I'm going to have that Kit Kat bar, and I just know that I need to make some adjustments throughout the rest of my day to fit in that 250 or so calories that are in that Kit Kat bar. I do try to aim for like 25% fat, 35% protein, 40% carb. That's my goal, but at this moment I'm not stressing over it right now. I've got a good idea that I'm close, I'm within that range, but I'm not stressing over my macros or my calories. I'm not being completely strict on that, but I know ballpark wise I'm right within that area. So I mean, I'm not here to prove or on some sort of agenda to prove that you can get six-pack abs while eating all the foods that you enjoy. But it's true, man. I mean, just be smart about it. Like they say, I mean, the simplest information out there, just in moderation, it makes so much sense. And I know it's not sexy, but for the most part, it's the truth. So yeah, throughout the week, you're going to see me eating some treats here and there, but hitting my caloric goals, my macro goals, which I'm not really overly concerned with at this moment, but I do like to dial it in if I am going to compete or do a photo shoot. So that's a little bit of behind the scenes info, my breakfast. Getting ready to train hard right now, I'll bring you behind the scenes. Hopefully I hit that personal best on the deadlift. I'm going to show you an abs workout as well. So I'll catch you soon. All right, so just about time to hit the gym. I just had 200 milligrams of caffeine, gonna have myself a couple pickles, and I am ready to crush some weight. I'll take you behind the scenes. Again, gonna show you some ab training. All right, so Rick kicked off our workout with some pull-ups here. He's got 25 pounds strapped below his legs, 51 years old, 5'10", 168 pounds, looking strong here. I tell him he's slacking off a bit because he's not getting the full range, the full extension at the bottom, but still nice control movement here. Looking strong. Quite the beast. Excellent set here, and that's my turn. I got 35 pounds between my legs. Full extension, retract the scapula at the bottom first. Drive those elbows down to my sides. I was feeling pretty strong to start off this workout, and through most of the workout, really, I didn't notice a difference between having the carbs for breakfast as opposed to having typical eggs, the fat and protein for breakfast. So here we got some dips going. I'm trying to get a full stretch in the bottom, working the pecs here. So I got my chin tucked in, elbows flared out, feet right below my head. Full stretch in the bottom, really trying to hit those pecs there. So yeah, felt pretty strong. I felt great, rolled myself out, everything felt pretty awesome, but I ended up not hitting a personal best on the deadlift today. Just didn't have it, just couldn't get it, couldn't get the reps in as hoping for, but still had an absolutely awesome workout. Being in a deficit, I was still pretty damn happy with my workout. So moving on to the abs, I use a TRX here, and I begin by bringing my knees in between my arms and then out to my arms. Between my arms, out to my arms. This is just great. Really tilting that pelvis, curling it in, working. It places a little extra emphasis on the lower abdominals. I find bringing the knees out to your arms really hits the transverse abdominals fantastically. So I'm just aiming for 12 reps in, 12 reps out. It's a great way to kick it off. Then just sit up, kind of stretch the abs out a little bit, take a few deep breaths, and I'm going to get into the pike position here. Now for the pike, you're shooting that butt up, and you really, I mean, a lot of times I'll see people that just stick their butt up in there. What you really want to do, again, trying to emphasize those lower abdominals, is pull your feet, as you're sticking the butt up, really use your feet to pull the TRX towards you. You want to really contract your abdominals, and if you do this right, you'll be able to feel that extra emphasis, extra tension and contraction in the lower abs. Take a few deep breaths here. Now we're going to do, it's kind of like a mountain climber, I guess you could say. You're going to bring your knee to the opposite elbow this time, just going back and forth. Just take as much time as you need. If you're really good at this, instead of sitting up and resting like I did there, you can just hold yourself in the plank position. So a little bit quicker, going to the opposite elbow here. Again, just, I mean, all around great core ab exercise. Transverse abdominals. You're going to repeat this whole cycle 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. My abs actually cramped up at the end. I had to really straighten myself out and stretch up. Really put them through the ringer with these 3 sets. Alright, so I just came back from walking my dog Chief. I had my post-workout shake right after the workout, which was about 2.5 hours ago. So now I'm going to have myself 3 whole eggs, 2 slices of toast, no butter on the toast, just plain. Use one of the pieces to dip into the eggs and the other slice of toast to make a little sandwich out of the egg whites. I mentioned that my abs were cramping up at the end of the ab workout. So I'm going to do, this is a Beastie, it's from the Rumble Roller Company, right along my ribs. So starting right at the bottom of the sternum, it's got these little pointy ridges on them. So I'm going to find, just take relaxing deep breaths, a little self-massage. I'm going to find the little knots, the trigger points. So I'm just rolling right down my rib cage. And just looking for some tight knots. Right there I feel a little tenderness. So I'm just going to roll right along there and hold it, relax. So here's the, it's the Beastie. I like it. I mean, it's great when you really know where those trigger points are and you can really find those trigger points and hold on to it. I still love the lacrosse ball for kind of the exploratory movements, but when you know where that trigger point is, the Beastie is fantastic. So I'm going to dive into these eggs and I'll be back soon to show you what we're having for dinner. Alright, for dinner we got some spaghetti and a salad. So add in some oats, bread, and pasta for dinner, and I'm really working on that wheat belly today. Super yummy. Right, Chief? Right, Noah?
Hi.
Alright, so winding down the day, feeling great, had an awesome day. Just gonna grab myself a little light snack here. Got about 100 calories worth of veggie straws, and yep, be heading to bed, crashing, get myself a good sleep, and ready to kick some serious butt tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed today's videos. Hope you give that ab workout a try. Catch you next time.